Hello, welcome back. All right. So we're going to be talking about confidence. And why is this important? Because a lot of what we communicate in terms of value to the people that we know we've been called to serve will be determined by how confident we are in the solution that we're talking about. Whatever whatever solution or service we're saying is going to solve your problem has to be something that I, as a consumer, can have faith in. And many times, faith in something that someone is selling me is based on the confidence of the person selling to me. Okay. And so it's not enough to have all of the marketing strategies and all the sales strategies and lead generation strategies and knowing how to overcome sales objections. It's very important to get to the nitty gritty of how to stay confident. And many of us, many times, are confident, but our body language doesn't show it. Have you ever experienced that? Like someone's telling you, oh, I thought you were a little bit fidgety up there. And you're thinking, I actually wasn't nervous. I was very confident. But somehow it was given the vibe that you were not confident. So there's certain things that play into appearing confident and actually being confident when you're selling to your prospect. All right. So we're going to start by defining what confidence and assertiveness are. I like that they come together here, especially in this course. Actually want to talk about assertiveness as well and how, they sort of go hand in hand, right? It's a good trait, a good skill to have. All right, so this first lesson, we are talking about really understanding what confidence, like what is confidence, really understanding what it is. Yes. So the way that we interact with the world around us is strongly influenced by our self beliefs. Building confidence and assertiveness is a process that develops over time and through personal life experience. And sometimes self confidence often comes from successful experiences. Accordingly, it will also lead to achieving additional successful experiences. There is great value in being able to place healthy boundaries on our professional and personal lives. It allows us to gain more control of the situations we are faced with each day, and it helps us to maintain a positive attitude. Without confidence, it can be difficult to focus on future successes and personal development. Confidence and assertiveness are skills that are very important for everybody to have. So, when defining confidence and assertiveness, we want to make sure that we set the stage to introduce the fact that they are intrinsic to one another. And confidence is a feeling of positive regard and belief in yourself, as well as in your abilities. It plays a significant role in the ability to meet or exceed potential. And feelings of confidence inspire our choices that will shape our future and helps to actually provide stability when challenging situations arise. And self beliefs will make a difference in whether a situation is successful or not. A self confident individual is able to control their thoughts and their emotions while influencing those around them. Ultimately, optimism and greater life satisfaction is achieved. And assertiveness is the ability to communicate the confidence that is built. Being assertive is not about dominance. It's rather about expressing your opinions in a positive, respectful, and confident manner. It involves knowing what you want as well as what boundaries you need to set. Assertive individuals are clear and direct without being aggressive. This is the key skill that will help better manage difficult situations, difficult people, and even manage yourself, right? And by building assertiveness, we are building our voice to be heard. You are building your voice to be heard when you're building assertiveness. Now, what are the types of confidence? Confidence is literally connected to everything that we do in life, and the ability to build confidence can come in two forms. It can either be internal or it can be external. Internal confidence is how we view and how we feel about ourselves. It comes from inner sources such as our thoughts, our personal values, our growth, and internal confidence can alter based on situations that we encounter externally and how we respond to such situations. And self esteem, self compassion, they make up a large part of internal confidence. And these aspects have a strong and direct impact on how we pursue goals and take risks. So, generally, our internal confidence is more important to our happiness and our well being. All right. Now, when we talk of external factors, um, external confidence actually comes from the role that's played by external factors, right? External confidence can come from factors such as praise, status, physical attributes, and just how other people view us. And we can know that by just the things that they say, like when they talk about us, whether to us or to other people. Validation and feedback from others can boost our confidence and inspire us to keep acting in a positive way. However, they can also have a negative effect on your self esteem and your internal confidence. So, while projecting confidence to others is important in the workplace, it is critical that we pay attention to how we feel internally. Okay? Very important to pay attention to how we feel on the inside. Now, what are the benefits of assertiveness? When you adopt an assertive mindset, you have many great opportunities and you have many great benefits. Assertiveness comes with a sense of empowerment. It comes with a chance to be in a position of equality. It encourages you as an individual to work alongside other people, whether that's a team that you're building or customers or potential partners that you collaborate with. Assertive communicators display confidence in leadership. While remaining empathetic to those around them, they stay in charge and they are able to communicate their needs with authority and ensure that the people that they are communicating to receive their needs as well. So confidence and assertiveness are really great, significant factors in building a productive, respectful, successful business and team if you're building one. A successful relationship with your clients as well. Everyone is capable of building assertiveness and confidence with time. So I've met, lots of people who say, Tina, I'm not confident. One of the things I struggle with is confidence. I think at one point or the other, a lot of us have struggled with the same thing. And it does come from so many moving parts coming together. And we've just talked about internal and external factors that can contribute to the way that you feel confident. And we can talk about some of the benefits that being assertive can give you. It can help you improve your communication. It can help you solve problems better and resolve conflicts better. It can help you negotiate successful solutions. It can help you decrease stress and anxiety. It can give you greater satisfaction even with the results that you're producing in your business or as a brand. And it also helps you gain respect. It does help you gain respect. So let's talk about distinguishing the styles. Now, excuse me, effective communication is an important skill. It's an important life skill. And there are times when communication is shared directly, whereas there are other times that it can be more indirect. And everyone has their own way of communicating with others, in which the most powerful communication can build meaningful connections. Now, to communicate to others in a strong and effective way, it's essential to express your needs in a clear and respectful manner. And there are 4 basic styles of communication. There is passive communication, there is aggressive communication, there is passive aggressive communication, and there is assertive communication. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of the four of them. When you say communication is passive, it involves the avoidance of expressing your feelings or your opinions in order to protect yourself. So passive communicators do not assert for themselves. They speak apologetically and they allow others to violate their rights. Examples of passive communication include continually asking for permission, constantly apologizing, always trying to avoid disagreements. Aggressive, on the other hand, it can be hostile and it can be defensive. And aggressive communication includes expressing your ideas and your needs at the expense of somebody else. Examples of aggressive communication can be you placing blames on others or just issuing commands. And then when we talk about passive aggressive style of communication, this style is similar to passive communication, but it uses indirect communication to express negative feelings. So passive aggressive communicators are indirectly aggressive as opposed to being directly aggressive. Examples of passive aggressive communication includes for example, spreading of rumors, acting stubbornly, the silent treatment, and there's so many more. Um, and the last is the assertive style of communication. Now, this style is the most effective. Assertive communication is honest and it is direct with sharing your thoughts, right? While you're also maintaining respect to the thoughts and feelings of other people. An example of being an assertive communicator is using I statements to share information. We talked about I statements in the branding course. Okay? Now, let's talk about signs of low self confidence. Confidence is an essential part of a healthy life, as well as a key factor of building a successful and honoring career. It is fuel to continue moving forward. However, there are times when low self confidence and feelings of self doubt may present themselves, and we've all been through this. Feelings of inferiority, insecurity, and uncertainty can prevent us from accomplishing great things. We may withdraw from situations due to fear of failure and fear of being ridiculed. And low self confidence may be brought on from career issues, a poor self image, previous trauma, or critical authority figures. But whatever the cause, it's important to not allow poor confidence to take over. And some of the signs that you can watch out for to know whether you have low self-confidence is if you're constantly worrying about what other people think. If you self-neglect, if you're constantly socially withdrawn, if you are unaccepting of compliments or new challenges, if you're constantly making excuses and blaming others, if you're not trusting your own personal judgment, these are all signs of low self-confidence. So you want to check yourself. Are you exhibiting any of these signs? Because first is awareness. And once there's awareness, then we can start to think about how to solve the problem. But get aware first of the problem and admit that it is a problem. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's go to the next lesson.